All right, y'all. Right here we have this lamb faux cast iron skillet. This is one with a honeycomb non-stick texture on the bottom of it. This company sent this to me so I could show this thing off to you guys, so thank you to them for partnering with me on this. We use a cast iron skillet in the house most of the time. I like the idea of using cast iron, something without like that coating and all that type of stuff that's on there. So I was very excited whenever this company reached out to me. So let's see what we got here. Okay, it's all bagged up right there. This looks like the handle right there. You got a little nougat right there. Okay, that's pretty much it. So we can get rid of this thing. All right, let's take a look at what we got here. Okay, so you get some instructions. It says detachable handle. Oh, okay. Ah, okay. So they have the handle right there. It looks like it just might screw in. Then, of course, they have this piece attached right here. Looks like some very nice welds on the rivets. On the bottom right there, you just have their logo. But you got this really cool texture, that honeycomb texture on the inside right there, and that's so that your food is not flat on there. You actually have a little bit of texture so that it doesn't stick as much, which I'm very excited to try out. I like to cook a lot of eggs, and I usually cook them sunny side up, and sometimes, you know, getting up on underneath things to be able to flip them and all that can be a little tough due to the non-stickness of most cast iron. Okay, this is cool. This is very easy. You have a rod simply that goes all the way through your handle right there. Sits nice at the end. And you just simply screw this to be able to get it into this right here. You just want to make sure, you can see how it's got the little line in there. And this has the indentation of that. So you just need to make sure that you line that up correctly. I guess you could stick your handle in first and then screw it in from there. Okay, so I'm just gonna, let me try starting the screw. My thoughts are I can start the screw because I can see it right through this little window right there because it's not all the way pushed in. Y'all see that? Yeah, y'all can see that. And as I tighten it up, it'll help to push it in. And it'll give it a nice strong hold on that as well. Oh yeah, look, that's going in nicely. Very easy to do. Perfect. Also like how they have this nice hook right here, or circle right here. So if you do like to hang your pots, you can do that as well. Super cool. And then we also have this little guy right here. I don't know what this is. I think it's an additional rod for the skillet. Yep. That's what that is right there. So I like how they add that into there, I guess, in case something happens to it. Let's see. Let's make sure that we got everything here. It's black. It's iron. This is the 10-inch, and the 10-inch is 3.35 pounds. It does give the weight for the other two. They have an 8-inch, which is 2.03 pounds, and the 12-inch is 4.54 pounds. The reason why I want to bring this to y'all's attention is because, as I mentioned earlier, we cook pretty much every day on a cast iron skillet, and a lot of times you're holding it right here. And the cast iron skillets can be heavy, and so if you're trying to hold it and your wrist can't handle the weight, then it starts to hurt right here on your wrist. So you want to make sure that you get one that's not only a good size for you, but also a good weight for you to be able to handle it, since it is an iron skillet right there. Let's see, your dimensions on this particular one is a 10 by 19.8 by 1.96 inch in depth. Maximum temperature, 500 degrees. And in this package, we have the non-stick frying pan, the removable handle, and then one screw rod, which ours came with 2 screw rods because we got the extra one into there, so that's not mentioned there. Main purposes is for frying, cooking, grilling, or other daily cooking. They do give you an idea of how many people you can kind of cook for by each size pan. We're a family of 5, and so this 5 to 6 people for the 12-inch would be nice, but the 6-year-old doesn't eat that much. And so, 3 to 4 people would be good for a family of 5 as well if your kids are younger. They go through all the product features here. It's got the honeycomb poly oil technology. That's kind of the thing that I was interested in to see how this is non-stick. It says the oil is evenly distributed in the pan, reducing fat intake and making your life healthier. Very cool. Talks about the handle, compatible with most stoves, easy to clean. It does say simply rinse with water and mild detergent to quickly remove stains. It does say that it's dishwasher safe, but hand wash is recommended for maximum longevity. I do know whenever it comes to cooking on cast iron, a lot of times you just want to use like a coarse salt and just simply take a sponge or a paper towel or something like that to be able to kind of use the salt as an abrasive to be able to clean your cast iron. I usually add a little bit of water just to kind of clean everything out, and then I'll wipe everything dry from there. They do say that your handle should be removed before placing it in the dishwasher if you do want to put it through the dishwasher. Then they give you the instructions right here for installing the handle, which I just showed you guys how to do. And then they have the instructions for use. It says about your first use. So the first time you use it, it says before using the frying pan for the first time, please thoroughly clean and dry the skillet. Then lubricate the surface with an edible oil and wipe gently. That's another thing. After you clean it, in my case with the salt and whatnot, you usually want to oil it up with something. You can use a tallow, an avocado oil, lard, anything like that would be able to be good for that. The oil layer absorbs the surface of the skillet and can remove impurities from the product itself, resulting in a better non-stick effect. That's fantastic. And then it gives you some tips for safe cooking on there as well, if you guys care to check out any of that right there. So fairly simple to use. I want to get some eggs frying up on into this thing and see how that non-skillet works. So tomorrow I'll shoot that video and you guys can look for that one. But if y'all are looking for a fantastic cast iron skillet, definitely go and check out this one right here. Thank y'all for watching. Let me know if this was helpful. If it was, consider adding this to your cart, and Dad out.